Up, squad, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. So guys, our birthday season has officially passed. So I was looking at the poll that I put up to see which bonus readings you guys would like. So you did choose finance and love, so I wanted to do it for the month of June. So here is your love reading to start, and then I will be posting finance right after. All right, so let's see what is going on with Taurus. June 2019 when it comes to love. At the end, I will pull separate advice for singles and for couples. And you know what? I'll pull some advice for those situationships where you're kind of in the middle, where you're not a couple, but you're not single, you know, that sort of thing. Because I know we all go through that sometimes. So let's see what's going on here. What is going on for the sign of Taurus for love? This is going to be, guys, for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Taurus signs, okay? Alright. Alright, so we have past, present, and future. Okay, so the energy that we have here, guys, is the Hanged Man in the reverse. Now, when this energy comes up, it could be that we're kind of pushing ourselves away from a place of where we could have been in limbo. But sometimes it's also something that feels forced, where you feel like you have to kind of jump through hoops for someone, or something just doesn't come off as natural as you may have liked it to be. And we have the Sun card, the Two of Pentacles. So in this case, because we have the Page of Swords in the reverse as well behind it, I feel like there could be something that comes to light where it does bring you balance, but it could be kind of in a conflicting way where you're realizing something may not be working out. And it doesn't have to be, you know, with a person. It doesn't have to be that the relationship or the situation within itself isn't working. It could just be maybe something that you guys are going through that isn't working out. You know, maybe you're trying to work on a project and that's not working out, or you're trying to buy a home but you're having problems with that, okay? So let's see what's going on, guys. So the first card that we have for the past is the Judgment card. So when this card comes up, you know, this is when we really have to make a final decision on something. All right, is this something that's good to be in my life? Is this something that's bad to be in my life? And you have the Strength card in the reverse, where you could be deciding that there's something in your life that could be debilitating for you. Okay, for some of you, maybe it was a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or somebody with fire in their charts. Now, with the Queen of Wands, even if it's not, you know, a fire sign, this is going to be someone who comes off very powerful, you know, very magnetic, someone who doesn't really have to demand respect. They kind of just get that respect easily, but someone who's very assured and within themselves. And maybe there's a sense of you not being able to control how things, unfolded. With the Chariot in the verse, there could have also been a situation maybe that had to do with travel that didn't work out in the way that you guys may have wanted it to. Okay, but the next card that we have, guys, for the past is the Five of Cups in the reverse. So it's like you're getting past something that could have been a loss to you, something that could have made you feel sad. You have the Page of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So for some of you, maybe you moved away from a situation that just wasn't working out and something new came into your life. It could have been another love offer, possibly from a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay, and maybe you were just hesitant to move forward with it, or you're realizing at this point with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse that there's something that you just can't move forward with at this point. Now, if this isn't a water sign that you guys are talking to, then it could have been you just getting to a place where emotionally you're healing and you're okay and you feel more stable within yourself. Okay. Now, the last card that we have for the past when it comes to love is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So something that ends, something that you just don't continue forward with. All right. And with the Four of Swords in the reverse, you guys have thought a lot about how you were going to move forward. Okay, and again, a lot was put into this process. So when you finally do, it's like you're making a very educated sort of move. Okay, and you have the Death card. So a big change happening where you guys feel like you can no longer move forward with something, whether it be a relationship or just an aspect of the relationship, maybe the way that you guys treat each other, that sort of thing. All right, but there's still something that your mind is stuck on at this point, even though you're deciding there's something you can't move forward with. It's like something is keeping you from 100% mentally moving forward with it. Okay. And with the High Priestess in the reverse, it could straight up just be denial in a situation, knowing what needs to be done, but kind of trying to prolong it, put it off, maybe turn a blind eye to it. Okay. Now, the next card that we have, guys, is going to be the first card for your present moment in love. And we have the Magician in the reverse. So for some people, this is going to be someone who's just manipulating a situation. For others, it could be not wanting to manifest something anymore. Okay, you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So, squad, this could be a few things here. With the Ten of Pentacles here, maybe some of you are straight up, whether you're doing it to someone else or they're doing it to you, maybe someone's trying to manipulate a situation with something that has to do with money. Maybe someone's spending money trying to get you to overlook, some discrepancies that they may have within themselves. This could be you maybe spending a lot on somebody. I know with Tauruses, the way that we choose to show love is through material affection sometimes. Affection as well, but with material items. So it could be that sort of thing as well. For some of you, maybe there's something that really makes you feel very good, but it's like you have to see what it truly is, because there can be kind of like a smoke screen around this, because there's a sense of unhappiness. Maybe there's struggle with somebody, maybe you're arguing with someone, and maybe this is the way that it's that someone is trying to fix it, whether it's you or another person. But someone is really trying, I feel like someone's really trying to cover a situation that could be happening just with kind of shining something flashy in front of you, or maybe you could be doing it. Okay, now the next card that you guys have for the present moment and the center of this whole reading is the Six of Cups in the reverse. So this is going to be what everything ties into. With the Six of Cups in the reverse, if it's not someone from your past trying to come back into your life, or you trying to go back to their life, then it's amicably parting ways with someone. What is this about, the Six of Cups? We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So it's definitely going to vary for a lot of people. For some of you, you're celebrating the fact that you're putting something in the past. For others of you, you're celebrating the fact that something from the past is coming back in. Okay. With the Lovers card, a lot of you could have something coming back in. Okay. Or even when we look behind the Three of Wands in the reverse, you have the Two of Cups in the reverse, Fool card in the reverse. So maybe it's a situation where there is love that you have for somebody. There is feelings or emotions you have for somebody, but you feel like you just can't build on something at this moment. So I see something possibly being let go of, but even if this is something that you guys are letting go, I still see that a happy situation does come in. Yeah, we have the Empress card and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So some of you could just be fully ending something so that you could go towards a new chapter. Okay, so I see something ending and something new beginning, and you guys may be being a bit hesitant to move forward into this new thing. Okay, now moving forward into the future, we have the Star card in the reverse. So let's see why this is here, because this is when we kind of lose faith in something. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So you guys remove yourselves, and that's where you guys find balance. So there's actually something that moving away from it would bring you balance. Maybe it wasn't the best path for you. Your soul didn't want it. Okay, this is something that your soul was fighting against. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So maybe this was a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that you were dealing with. But honestly, just with these energies, I feel like there's something you've become cold against and that you kind of cut off and protect yourself against. And that's why things move forward in a very good way with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, but somebody's just unhappy in the situation and how things are working out. Why is this Nine of Cups in the reverse? So it's like you're moving forward, you're finding balance, you're standing your ground here with the Seven of Wands, but there's a need to heal, and there's a need to, get over some sort of pain that some of you may be suppressing, at that point. Okay, so I really just see something that your soul does not want, whether it's a person, whether it's how a relationship is going, and it just wants to go towards something that's going to be or to make more sense for you. Okay, but I see that there's something that you guys may have been investing your time in that just wasn't worth it. Okay, so let's pull some cards of advice. First I will pull for singles, then I'll pull for couples, and then I'll pull for those situationships all around us. Okay, all right. Let me get 3 cards of advice. Let me just see if I can shuffle. Okay. Advice for my single Tauruses. All right, you guys got the Ace of Cups, 2 of Swords, King of Swords. So for some of you, there's a new beginning that could be available to you, but maybe because of something that's ended, you're undecided as to whether or not you should take it. For some of you, it could be with the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. For others of you, this could be just kind of the attitude that you have where it's like you have this high wall up. We have the Knight of Swords, so there can definitely be strong air energies around you guys. We have the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. Yeah, guys, I see a new beginning where you could really expand, but you feel imbalanced because of a loss that you endured, that you went through. So honestly, I see the energy of someone here that could help you to expand a lot. Okay, so for some of you, you're going to be going towards, even here. You have the Knight of Pentacles next to the Page of Swords. So this could definitely be a situation where you go towards an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Okay. Again, it could just be you guys being cold towards something that wants to come in. All right, so for couples, let's get some advice here. And that was my calendar. All right, so let's see. Okay, so for these couples, what I'm seeing, well, the energy, we have the 6 of Wands, which is a card about victory and success. But I see a situation where there may have been secrets that came out, or someone may have done something that wasn't, the best for the relationship. But I see a big change here with the Death card. So it could have been maybe bad habits or just going about things in a way that wasn't good, and moving away from that and changing that. So let's see why these cards are here. We have the Strength card in the reverse, Page of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Sun card. So honestly, I just see couples building through something that may have been difficult, where there was debilitation, where there could have been arguing, especially if there were secrets that came out or something that was just revealed. But I see you guys really being able to get through this. With the Sun card here, that's kind of like a blessing on the relationship. So I do see you guys being able to build, okay, and talk about things, but maybe things got a little bit out of control due to some sort of betrayal that somebody felt, even if it wasn't like cheating or anything like that. There's tons of ways to betray a person, but there's something that was out of your control or maybe out of your partner's control. But I do see you guys with the World card going towards a new chapter. So for for some of you, maybe this does result in a breakup. For others of you, I honestly just feel like it's some sort of conflict that you just have to get through with your partner. Okay. All right, guys. So for those of you who are in a situationship where you're not necessarily single, but you're not necessarily public on Facebook, let's see what's going on. Okay, that fell out. Okay, guys, this is going to be very honest. A lot of situationships are a waste of time right now, that it'll have too much adversity. If it's not you who's seeing another person besides the person you're in a situation with, then it could be them. But there's someone here who's not genuinely invested. There's somebody here that they're around when it's convenient, and that's the only time. So I see that there could be disappointment with something that is not successful. We have the Five of Swords, so conflict. Two of Cups, where someone can be very heavily invested in this, but I feel like one of the people in this just aren't. Okay, so with the Five of Wands, pettiness, arguing, and this is usually conflict that happens when there's three or more people involved in a situation. Queen of Cups in the reverse, so someone being upset. So, guys, right now is not a time for black or white. Or I'm saying like the gray area. It has to be black or white. That's what I meant. So, if you guys find yourself in a situationship and you speak to this person and you say like, are we together or are we not, and you don't get a solid answer, then take it as a no. Okay, I'm gonna have to be honest with y'all. I don't see this as something worth waiting for. I don't see genuine investment here. I just see someone who's stringing someone along. Okay, guys, so just be very, very honest with yourselves when it comes to this, and yeah, don't give your time and your heart to a situation where you get nothing out of it. All right. So, Taurus, I love you guys, and I will be back next with your finance reading. Take care, guys.